Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So the Washington Commanders could be getting a key defensive piece back in the next few weeks in Jonathan Allen. We'll talk about that, when he could come back, how much of an impact he could make. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well. We're really close to 14,500 subscribers, trying to hit 15K by the end of the year, but let's try to get 14,500 first. It takes 1 second, it's free, and it'll be a little Christmas present for me. I would really appreciate it. So I was not expecting this at all. I was going to make kind of another playoff scenario video, which I'll hold off for maybe tomorrow. Got a bunch of finals, so that's why wasn't posting yesterday. I didn't post yesterday. I had a final today. I have two tomorrow, but wanted to get this video out. And John Keim reported this and just tweeted out straight up, there's still a chance John Allen could return this season. And then he linked his story. So go ahead and check out the story. It's on ESPN. Check it out. And I'll read some of it here, but there's more in there. So he had the torn pec after the Week 6 loss to the Baltimore Ravens. And, at the time, I wasn't too upset about the injury. I mean, obviously it sucks for him, but he wasn't playing up to his contract, and he wasn't making a bunch of plays. Not like he was playing terribly, but he wasn't making a bunch of plays. He wasn't, that same Jonathan Allen from a couple years ago. But still better than what we have behind him. Johnny Newton, has shown some promise, but let's keep it real. Jonathan Allen's better than him, and Sheldon Day has shown some promise too. But Jonathan Allen, when he's healthy and when he's good, he's a different beast. And maybe coming back from injury, having more time to kind of learn the scheme, he'll be a little bit different. So they said he's targeting, so he's been working at the Commander's facility with an eye toward returning by the end of the month. So we're in the middle of December right now. So they said he would need to prove he has regained all of his strength. That is a big injury. So yeah, we're in the middle of December right now. So I would say maybe if he's trying to get back by the end of the month, maybe they start the 21-day practice window for him next week or the week after that, and maybe he's back for, they're playing the Saints, they got the Eagles and the Falcons, so maybe that Falcons game is a good one for him to come back for, or maybe that Cowboys game, last game of the season. It would be a good addition to have, because Payne, he hasn't been, definitely hasn't been playing up to the standards of his contract that you would like. At least he hasn't been playing up to what you would expect, him to be playing, the standards of a guy that's making 20-ish mil a year. He's okay in the run game, not getting any pressure, like 1.5 sacks, 2 sacks on the year. And John Allen, he will definitely help get some pressure. And since then, some other guys have stepped up on the outside. Dante Fowler has been getting better. Javonte Jean-Baptiste has been good as well. And then, Dorrance Armstrong. So I think those guys stepping up, and also Sheldon Day, Johnny Newton, guys like that, could, with John Allen coming back, could even take this defense to another level. And as you guys all know, or most of you guys know, they traded for Marshawn Lattimore, and he's going to play this week. He's going to make his debut. Dan Quinn said he's going to start. So that's another huge addition to the Commanders' defense. And John Allen, though, would be a surprising addition. We kind of knew for a while now Lattimore is going to, he's on the squad and he's going to make his debut. We didn't know exactly when, but we knew it was going to happen. With Allen, that was just a surprise today, and that could be a big addition for the Commanders if he is able to play. Had 2 sacks in his 6 games, really like 2 and 5 games, because he had that injury. But 2021 and 2022, he had a combined 16.5 sacks. We need that type of season from John Allen. That's who we paid. Like, we paid him to do stuff like that, not the last couple years of Jonathan Allen, which hasn't been great. Still better, again, it's still better than what we have right now at the D-tackle position. But again, we would like to see him play a little bit better. But this is a pleasant surprise, and yeah, could give himself a chance to maybe prove his worth, and for this regime to keep him past this year, because he has 1 more year left on his contract. There's no guaranteed money. So the Commanders could just cut him and save $17 million. Or they could extend him and lower his cap hit. Reading this from the story. Shout out John Keim again. So that is something that maybe John Allen's considering. Like, hey, if I don't play, maybe I'm not going to be back here. And maybe that's fine for him, but he grew up in Virginia. He just had a kid, so congrats to him, on him and his wife and his family on that. Just had a kid, so he's obviously, he probably wants to stay in Virginia and, the DMV area. So ideally, he probably wants to stay around. So maybe he really, really does want to come back and play now and try to prove his worth and stick here for the long haul because, he has been here since 2017 when he was drafted, and those have been some tough years. He's made the playoffs once since he's been here, I believe. One time, maybe two, but I believe it's one time. And yeah, just hasn't been good. So for him to get out right when we're doing well, it's probably not appealing to him. So I think John Allen for sure wants to stick around, and maybe him having a good end of the season, good campaign will help them do so, or will help his chances of doing so and sticking around with the Washington Commanders. I think an ideal scenario is he starts playing a little bit better and they maybe extend him like a couple years and get that cap hit a little bit lower. But if not, they can release him, maybe trade him. I mean, I'm sure a team would trade for, I mean, maybe they could get something, or they just release him straight up for 17 mil. That's a lot of cap space that they could, get. They have Johnny Newton, so that's another thing to keep in mind. But he hasn't, the thing is with Johnny Newton, he was talented. A lot of people had him in the first, or like late first, early second, and the Commanders got him in the second. But he has to show that he is a stud. He is a potential above average starter in this league before they can really fully move on from John Allen. He's shown some flashes, but not enough consistency, in my opinion, for them to completely move on from John Allen without another replacement right now. So just something to keep in mind for John Allen, the Johnny Newton, that whole situation. But I think, yeah, we'll see with John Allen, but I want to see, Johnny Newton continue to ball out or continue to improve. That's what we need to see from him, get better every week. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, comment down below. We'll go Terrence Knighton. Peace.